Hi everybody, this is Charlie Page, and I want to start off by saying thank you. Thank you for getting a copy of my 10x email results templates. These are the email templates that I use in every market, for every product, with every client, including all of my own products, every time. They just are proven performers. They've been developed over many years, and I refine them all the time. If I make changes to them, I'll let you know and give you the change. But I don't see them changing anytime soon because these are really working. They're based on basic human psychology, and this is why they work so well. What I'd like to do in this video, other than saying thank you, is to go through the templates with you very quickly. You've got a table of contents here that should be clickable. I've given you the Google Docs version, the Word version, and the PDF version so that you could print it out and keep it handy. And you can use these templates as much as you want for any product that you promote. You can use them as solo ads. You can pull them apart, change the order, do anything you want, except don't sell them to other people. Don't give them away to other people. Other than that, use them as much as you can because they really, really work. So let's get into the messages themselves and the two elements that are very important, the offer stack and the merge codes. All right, this is a little welcome message from me that you can read on your own. No need for me to read that to you. And let's get right into the offer stack. The offer stack is a very important but not often used part of marketing online. When I started using an offer stack on my sales letters, my sales went up substantially, and they went up immediately, and I've used it every single time. I learned this from Russell Brunson, and he uses it a lot. I'm the one who used it, I think, first in email. I'm not sure if I'm first or not, but my thing is using it in email as well as on my sales letters. So thank you, Russell. I learned something wonderful from you, and I've now applied it to email marketing, and it works wonderfully well. So the offer stack is simply a list of everything that you offer a person with the product that they're purchasing. Now, what I'm talking about is what's in it for them, and then applying a real world value to each item. That's really pretty important. Um, and so I suggest that you use 10 specific items, no more than 10, no less than 3 or 4. And I have a companion video to this one that talks about how to come up with your offer stack. And I visit a couple of websites and I say, okay, here's what's really valuable in this offer, and this is what I would put in the offer stack. So if you don't know how to make an offer stack now, that's no problem at all. Take a look at that companion video, which you get as part of your 10x email results purchase, and that'll show you how to create the offer stack. Now, let's talk about the merge codes. And when I say merge codes, I'm going to show them to you and then scroll down a little bit and show you one of the emails and tell you what I mean. These merge codes are designed to help you use these templates very, very quickly. So rather than editing every single template, what you can do is just use find and replace to take this and put your merge code from your autoresponder, or take this and copy it out, use find and replace in your editor, whether you're using Word or Pages on a Mac or you're using Google Docs, which is what I use. You know, they all have a find and replace function, and you can just find every instance of your name here and type in your name once and hit replace all, and it'll replace all of them. So that's why I did these merge codes. Now, there are 2 sets of 3 items that we deal with that are very important. And I offered you a set of worksheets when you placed your order, and I hope you took that up, because these worksheets help you determine what these benefits and pain points are very, very quickly and easily. But even if you didn't, here's the most important thing. Everyone is moving toward something they want. That's called moving toward gain. Or they're moving away from something they don't want. That's called moving away from pain. So these are just basic human motivators that we all have. So when a person buys life insurance, for example, they're moving toward what? They're moving toward having peace of mind, being responsible, taking good care of their family. What are they moving away from? They're moving away from the fear that they're going to leave their family in bad position. They're moving away from the fear that if anything happened to them, their family wouldn't be taken care of. They're moving away from the fear of if they have children not being a good dad, because if they're taken out of the picture early, then the mom has to struggle to be a single parent, and without the right finances, that's going to be very difficult. Also, the children might not be able to go to the college they want, which means the pain of anticipating that that child won't have the future they could have because that life insurance money it wasn't available. That's very painful. So think about your own product and say to yourself, what's in it for them? What are they headed toward? And what do they want to avoid? What do they want to get? What do they want to avoid? That's really the name of the game. And as I said, if you've got the worksheets will help you determine these things very quickly. They also include a little bit of instructions, and they include some very specific examples in the health niche, in the wealth niche, and in the relationships niche. Those are the big three markets: health, wealth, and relationships. And so I've given you examples in the worksheets that were optional, if you got them, that show you that. Okay? And then your URL here, you're going to have a lot of calls to action inside these messages, which means they're going to be able to click your URL and go to the page you want them to go to. And rather than have to type that in over and over and over again, you just use find and replace to do that here. Okay? So let's go through the messages themselves and take a look at what I have for you and how to use it. Okay, you'll see the merge codes in brackets, and you'll see that they're all throughout the messages, right? So let's start at the top. In each message, I've provided you with, 4 to 6 different subject lines. And what I've done is I've put my favorite subject line at the top. Okay, so I've tested this message, for example, with my own list and other lists over and over and over again. And I've tested it with these different subject lines. You're free to create a subject line of your own if you want to, but if you're wanting to move quick, just grab one of these and go for it. In each case, on all 10 messages, I've listed my favorite subject line, the most well-tested, the most well-performing subject line up at the top. But I have to say, the difference in these subject lines is minimal. So if you use "this is changing lives right now" versus "this works for me, it's your turn," you're not going to see a huge differential, but you will see more opens and clicks with this than these. At least I did in my testing. Okay, so I'm not going to go through every subject line with you on every message, but let me just take a minute to tell you why these work psychologically. The reason I like this one the best is this. People like to know, the whole premise of social proof is that people like to know that something is working for someone else. And they want to piggyback on that success. They want to model the success of others. That's the right idea. This is how it works in life. We don't want to reinvent the wheel. We want a person to say to us, this is how you do this thing. And then it's easier for us. So this works for me, kind of social proof. And you're kind of connecting them. You're saying, we're equal. You're a person, I'm a person, this works for me. Now it can work for you too. But you're not actually making the claim. You're just saying, now it's your turn. So you're not saying this will work for you. You want to avoid that if you can. But you can say, now it's your turn. And that's kind of good because, people like to take a turn. All right. So let's go through this first message in detail. I'm not going to go through all 10 of them. Let's go through this first message in detail, and then you'll see what my thinking is behind these messages and be able to modify them quite easily. All right. Hi there, name here. In each case, I've made a salutation that's generic so that if you don't use a merge code from your autoresponder, no harm done. And if you do use like a Weber, GetResponse, or something else, I use ClickFunnels for everything, so there's a merge code in my ClickFunnels for this. I couldn't put the merge codes for every system in here because there's so many, but you just replace their name here with the merge code, the first name merge code from your autoresponder. Now, What if you don't want to use a salutation at all? Just kill it. Just wipe it out. Don't use it. No problem at all. I have written these in such a way that none of them are going to have awkward sounding beginnings if you don't have a salutation or a greeting, pardon me. All right, we'll just go through this in detail. It seems like everyone wants benefit number one. That's your number one most powerful benefit. What's in it for them? But most do not want pain point number one, right? Everybody wants to lose weight. Nobody wants to be hungry. Everybody wants to be rich. Nobody wants to work 20 hours a day. You know, the old saying, everybody wants to go to heaven. Nobody wants to die. So you'll come up with these benefits and pain points before you do these messages, so they'll be easy for you. You just prioritize them. What's the most important 1, 2, 3 benefits? 1, 2, 3 pain points. We did that up here. Just to remind you, we did that up here, right? And you organize these this way. What's the most important reason for a person to buy your product? And what's the most painful thing that they avoid? Okay? So we'll go back down here. It seems like everybody wants the big benefit and nobody wants to suffer. I get that because I've been there too. You're connecting to them. The frustration of being overweight is bad enough, but combined with, you know, whatever pain point number 2 is, it's almost enough to make you want to quit. My advice, model the success of someone who is accomplishing what you want to accomplish. This is very powerful psychology, and it works very, very well because our society teaches people to model the success of others, and that falls right in line with that. Okay? And that's exactly why I want you to know about this. You put your URL here. Now let me make an important point. I hope you're listening all the way to this point. You're not putting your plain URL in here like http://. You're putting words in here that are a hyperlink. Click here to get more information. Take action now. Download the report. Whatever action words you want to use for your call to action is fine, but that's what you're putting there, and then you're hyperlinking that. You're not just putting a raw or naked URL. If you do, no harm, right? But the best practice is to have words here, not just a link. After all, there's an easy way and a hard way. Think of it this way. Go to the shopping mall and giving away $100 bills. Think that would draw a crowd? You bet. Go into the same shopping center, try to give out brochures for buying life insurance. You'd probably get kicked out. So I'm injecting a little humor here. The internet's just like that. People who want what you offer are out there. I'm sorry, I said that badly. This is affirming they are out there. Your buyers are waiting for you. So let's offer them the benefit and let them buy the solution from you. Let's tell them that your offer solves pain point number 1. Again, these messages are all about promise of gain, avoidance of pain. The fact is, people want something easy. That's why I'm offering you this today, a proven system. Here's your URL. Imagine you're the person who has benefit number 1. You're the person who's figured it out. Would your life be better if that were true? That were true is having benefit number 1? I know it would, and I can prove it. Just visit my site and you'll get all the facts you need. Now we're building a lot of curiosity. No hype, just the facts. You know, people say all the time, just give me the facts. Don't give me the sales pitch. Don't give me the hype. Now, it doesn't matter what page you're driving them to. You want them to know that they're going to get the facts on that page. Even if they have to opt in, that's cool. Okay, your URL here. My goal is simply to provide you with the facts. What you're saying by saying this is I trust you. Once you have the facts, you'll know what to do. That's a really respectful statement. If you're really serious about benefit number 1, this is the ideal first step. People want to know what is the first step. They don't want to know all the steps, right? Your URL here. Be sure to let me know what you think. Just hit reply if you have any questions. Now, in these messages, I like to ask for people to interact with me. If you do not want people replying to you, asking you questions, giving you feedback, just take that out. No problem at all. Talk soon, your name here, and then here's your stack. I was so excited when I first created this that I made a list of reasons why it could work for you. In case it'll help, here's my list, right? So there's your list. And again, your URL again. All right, that's message number one. Message number two, $100 bill. I love this message. I'm not going to go through all these messages with you. I'm just going to say again, would you stop long enough to pick up a $100 bill? That is a powerful subject line. It's pulled better for me than all the other subject lines. I do find that the digging in your couch for some reason resonates with people, but I still like this one the best. Okay, so here's message two. You get a sense of the length of it. Message three. Again, I've given you 2, 4, 5 different subject lines. My favorite is at the top. Okay? And on we go. I won't go through all the messages. Okay? So there's message 4, and on it goes. So that is how you use these messages. You simply come up with the things that people want from your offer. You come up with the motivations, the pain they want to avoid, the gain they want to achieve, a list of 10 things that they actually get. This is your offer stack. These aren't motivations. These are what they actually get. Access to a membership site, the ability to resell a product, something like that. And then you plug those in here. Okay? Now, last thing before we go, this join me in congratulating message works very, very well. I like this subject line the best. And this is the thing. These are testimonials that people provide you about the product that you're promoting. Now, if you're promoting your own product, you should have testimonials and plug them in here. If you're promoting your own product and you don't have testimonials, then my recommendation is to ask people for them, because social proof is very powerful and it's worth going after. Number three, situation number three, you're an affiliate marketer, and so it's not your own product, so people aren't giving you testimonials. Go to the sales letter of the product you're promoting and take a look at the testimonials they list. I guarantee you they will be listing testimonials. As an affiliate, you should have the right to use those. If you want to ask them their permission, that's always a good practice, but I've never asked anybody to use a testimonial from a site when I'm promoting it as an affiliate and had them tell me no, because it helps me sell their product and that's what they want me to do. All right, my friend, that is how you customize these templates. Let me go back to the top. Bear with me while I scroll and put emphasis here, right? This is what you need to focus on. If you do these things first, then you use find and replace, you can customize all 10 of these templates literally maybe 20 minutes or less. All right. You're talking about their name is from your autoresponder merge code. Your name is simply your name. Benefit 1, 2, and 3, what's in it for them when they buy your product or take the action you're asking them to take. Pain point number 1, 2, and 3, what are the 3 things they avoid in order of priority when they buy your offer or they take the action you want them to take? And then your URL here, that's the URL that you promote. Now you want to test these messages before you send them out and make sure these links are clickable, because every different word processor, every different email system has a little bit different way that you have to put the URL in. So by all means, get these messages into your autoresponder and then test them and make sure they're working correctly for you. All right, this is Charlie Page. Thank you so much again for purchasing this. I hope you have great success with these templates. They work for me. You've probably seen me use them, but I guarantee you I use them all the time and they work wonderfully well. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you need any help. And thank you so much again. Have a great day.